So I was thinking, I haven't done anything design-wise, any cool experiments, any dumb experiments in a long time. I just haven't had any good ideas. You guys have had a lot of good ideas in this new season of the Fan Showdown, but I have not. And I think it's time we do something about that. And even though I haven't had many ideas, I did have one the other day when me and my kids were playing with this little tiny UFO. It's just one of those cheap ones you get on Amazon. You throw it up. It flies around. And while watching it go around, I noticed that these little tiny fans do produce quite a bit of wind. They're very loud, but they're pretty. They produce quite a bit of airflow. And it got me thinking, how many... That's very annoying. Let me grab that. It got me thinking, how many of these little fans would equal one big fan? And could you make it look halfway decent? It looks at least interesting that you would be willing to put it in a PC build or in anything at all. And that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to turn this UFO into a fan. Now, the first thing I set out to do was just find the electric motors, which was actually pretty darn easy. You can just get them on Amazon. They're relatively cheap. I found basically a 5-pack of 7,500 RPM, tiny little 4.5 volt motors. And I figured that looks like what's in the UFO. That should be fine. For the fan itself, since we're trying to, basically compete or be similar to the A12x25, I figured we already have a model of the A12x25. Let's just scale it down until it's about the same size as the props on this quadcopter. Now, looking at these fans in comparison to the big boy here, you might think, how could a fan smaller than the hub of the A12x25 even come close to competing with it? And I would say it's a numbers game. So one fan, obviously, not the same area as the 120 millimeter fan. So this fan is roughly about 30 millimeters, and this fan is roughly about 110 millimeters. So to get an area similar to the A12x25, we are going to need about 14, 15. So 15 fans is the goal. Now, even though the fans are small, 30 millimeters, the frame itself is only 120 by 120. So fitting them all in there was not an easy task. It took a little bit of thinking. I started by just making a standard A12x25 frame. I added the cutouts for the anti-vibration pads just to make it look more authentic. And then I added this bulbous dome on the top of it. It looks like a radar dome, you could say. And that gave us enough surface area to fit all these 30 millimeter fan ducts around the top. I started by making one in the center, added 5 more around the outside, and then squeezed in 9 more around the bottom here. And that gives us 15 fans, which is great because 14.3 equals an A12x25, so 15 should be even better. So here's version 1, and I say version 1 because we had a few issues. That motor mount broke. That one is not even there. That one's cracked. That one looks iffy. And then I also forgot the cutouts for the anti-vibration pads because I suppressed them and then forgot and didn't notice till it was done. So that's fun. We'll print another one fixing those issues, and I think it'll come out much better. The most important thing was making sure that the support came off relatively easy, which it did, surprisingly. For the motors, they're just gonna, they're just gonna sit inside the hole here. I mean, the fan gets pressed onto the shaft, and then we just find a motor mount spot and slide it in like so. And they actually sit relatively decent within this goofy frame. Then we have to deal with all the wiring. So one wire sticking into the center isn't bad. 15 wires sticking into the center is going to be quite annoying. And since I want this to do somewhat decent on the performance testing, I don't want all those wires inside choking up all the airflow. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drill holes near to all these fan spots, run the wires back out to the surface of the fan, and then use some of this winding wire that I have left over from the hubless fan and run the wires along the outside. Somehow I'll stick them to the fan surface, probably with one of them. I have one of those little 3D printing pens. We'll just put a booger on the wire to keep it in place. It'll look goofy, but it'll remain clear on the inside, and that's most important to me. Maybe it'll look like the Manhattan Project or something. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Bam! I don't hate it. So like I said, it might look like the Trinity test, and I think this fan will be called the Gadget because it does look like the does look like the nuclear bomb used in the Trinity test. And the inside's clear, which is the best part. I mean, it's as clear as it can be, right? All the wires are run up through the fan frame. They all come out to the top. Whites go one way, blacks go the other way, and they all terminate at the end here, soldered together. And then hopefully with some alligator clips, we can power all these fans at once. I did try to be neat with these little spots of plastic at the start, and then as you can tell, I just kind of lost patience with that, and they're just blobs, but for the most part, all the wires are held in place, all the fans are clear. So this fan is basically a meme, kind of the A12X25. So I wanted to make the colors somewhat representative of this fan. The browns, pretty darn good. The beige though, the beige is not quite there. This is more yellow. I did notice, or I did see that they sell filament that's Noctua colored filament, but it's like 50 bucks a roll, so that was never gonna work. So I just kind of picked out some random stuff on Amazon that was close enough, and it gets the job done. I need a power supply. Where's our black? So black on this side, 4.5 volts, 5 amps. Here you go. Oh, look at that, blow some stuff around here. It's moving quite a bit more air than I expected. It sounds like a bunch of angry bees. However, I did power this up without the fans on it to make sure all the motors were powered, and it was definitely louder that way than it is this way. This is... I think we got something here. My wife's running the vacuum. It's really loud. But before she started doing that, given how loud it sounded, I did set it up like we do in the Fan Showdown with my microphone, like 200 millimeters from the fan disc, just to see how loud it was. Yeah, it was 73. That's real loud. I guess the only silver lining is that the graph was pretty flat. There's really no high peaks. It was just a really loud fan. You know what we have to do now, though. Now, before we talk about how well the gadget did compared to the standard A12X25, let's talk about the smoke test, because I was pretty shocked to see how well this thing looked like it was moving air. I mean, I expected a lot more turbulence and air spilling out here and there. But for the most part, it produced a nice stream going backwards. I don't know if that's because maybe the fans, they're on that dome shape, so the airstream's kind of compressing itself as it blows airs out the back, but I was kind of shocked at how well this thing looked like it was doing. Now for the testing, I ran both these fans on the U12A on this old 7700K at 4.9 gigahertz for 20 minutes each to see kind of where they evened out or leveled out at. The standard A12X25 finished with a CPU temperature of 69.5 degrees Celsius at a room temperature of 18.39, giving us a delta of 51.1. The gadget, it finished with a CPU temperature around 69 degrees at a room temperature of 18.17, giving us a delta of 50.8. For the most part though, I mean, those are pretty much within the margin of error. The gadget did kind of do what, like a 0.6% increase over the standard fan. But given how goofy this is, I think that's a pretty good result. I was kind of just making this as a meme, and it actually turned out to be pretty darn good. As long as you can't hear that well, because this thing obviously is very loud. So you get like a 0.6% increase in performance over like an exponentially louder fan. But I think it looks cool. Now, if you like videos where I just kind of make random things and just think of goofy ideas to try out, and you have a goofy idea, it doesn't have to be a fan, it can be like anything, I'll leave it in the comments down below. Hopefully I'll think of something else interesting to test in the future. And I thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.